because like I'm familiar with a few of y'all, but
Uh-huh.
it's a lot of y'all I'm not familiar with. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I say in the world of the eye battle.
Yeah. It's a big culture of it like that we don't even really talk about.
It is.
Yeah.
Like when I hear people talk eye battle, I hear Fubu, I hear Lost
Mm,
Preemie,
mm,
um, Tariq.
yeah.
Those are like the only names I keep hearing. But it's like
Mm,
it's so much talent over there, and it's
yeah.
like the Sunrise card definitely put a light on the newer talent that Lex has over there. So
I
it's
agree.
like that was a perfect card because most of y'all I've either seen your name, but I've never seen you battle, so it was perfect watching.
Hmm.
And then like I think Chano, this was my second time seeing Chano battle. But aside from that, first time seeing most of y'all battle. So I'm like, all right, I can get into it with the new talent.
Hmm.
So salute F that.
Most
Talk about it. Battle rap. How do we get into battle rap?
man, hey, I think I got a mad unpopular like thing when it comes to this. I didn't get into battle rap until I was like in high school, maybe. Like my cousin always would tell me, like, oh, it's this thing called battle rap. It's hella cold. You feel me? And he knew I did poetry and all of that. I did poetry before anything, right? So he would tell me about it. He'd be like, oh, you need to get into it, but I never did, right?
Mm,
And the first battle he ever made me watch, and this is the first battle I've ever seen, was K Shine and DNA versus Hitman Holla and Averb, right?
ooh,
He knew that I would like the 2-on-2 aspect, and he knew I would like the little straight jacket thing that K Shine was doing in the beginning. So that was the first one I watched. He said, "You got to watch this, right?" And ever since then, I was kind of like interested, but I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know where to go, where to look for anything. Didn't even know what URL was. You feel me at that time? So he would just show me little bits and pieces. You feel me? Since then, so I watched that. Then I watched Averb and Daylight, and that was a crazy, that was a crazy monumental battle. Um, and like I don't know, ever since then I've been like easing a little into it a little bit as far as watching it, and like telling people about it and stuff like that. Then I became a really big fan around the Born Legacy time when Twerk and Dougie was first came in, you feel me? When they had they battle and stuff like that, that's when I really got into it. And then ever since then I've been hooked, trying to show people about it. But since it's like a niche like type thing, not a lot of people really would know. You say you want to know what battle rap is, they talk about 8 Mile, you want to get violent because that's not the only fucking thing that battle rap is, you feel me?
that's a fact.
Um but like yeah, I've eased into it since then, and I only did poetry, you feel me, up until like maybe 2 years ago when the crowd, you feel me, first started. Shout out crowd. Um, and it started as just us in a group chat that battle rap bum started,
Mm,
and it was just like us just talking crazy to each other, talking about battle rap, different subjects, watching different battles, sharing stuff like that, and then on like a whim of us like joking of, oh, let's battle then, we're in the battle rap group chat, let's battle, you feel me? And it
mm.
just went kind of like escalated from there to where like we're getting professionals to judge our battles, and then we're getting professional people to host and do other little type stuff like that, and I started easing into it a little bit more, and then like it just put me where I am
So, what was your first battle?
now.
Was it the
My
space battle
first
first
battle,
before your live one?
my first spaces battle or first live
Just first battle, just in
in
general.
general. Man, it was versus my bro Sicko, like, and that's when we were just having fun in the group chat. You feel me? He's not an actual battler or anything. We was just chilling, having fun and stuff. And it
WT.
just like it was I think maybe the second or third battle of the crowd started. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And it just started. Me and him was talking trash to each other and stuff like that. And it was like, well, okay, well, let's book a battle then. And then it just went from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is before I was comfortable with like yelling in like my own house. You feel me? I didn't like yelling and stuff. So I would be battling outside. I would leave like around the corner and be battling while I'm walking, talking on my phone, almost bumping into people and that was like while I'm rapping and stuff. Like And that battle was cool because like it gave me the feeling of getting like reaction and stuff, and that's really like one of the things that drives me. You feel me? I love getting reaction, people going, "Oh my god, that's crazy," stuff like that. And like that was my very first one, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was really dope.
So did Spaces lead to you linking with Lex and iBattle? Is that
Yeah,
how that happened?
yeah. So I knew what iBattle was like way before I actually started battling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have any connections with Lex at all. I didn't know nobody. I talked to Lex, anything, right? But eventually, as like the time went on, I guess my name got more like known in spaces, and bigger like opportunities were coming towards me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And bigger opportunities means bigger names, bigger leagues, and all of that, right? So I knew that time would come eventually, but like I didn't know Legs. I'm not knowing who to contact and be like, oh, you feel me? I wasn't familiar with just hitting up a random like a league owner and being like, hey, can I like I wasn't into that, that's not my thing. So like it just came to me once I got my manager and stuff like that, Bueno, and he was able to like be that middle person for the connection and the information given and stuff like that. So like I just had to perform and be me and do what I do, and he was able to be like, oh well, Lex, he wants to get you on this card, and I'm like, Lex wants me on a card, what, you feel me? Like that's crazy. And then that built the connection there, and then once I met him, it was dope seeing him in person and seeing everybody else that like I watched over the years in person and all of that. And then that grew up to where like I could actually hit up Lex and talk to him about, oh, what card like is coming up this time and all of that, like, well, when is my battle dropping, obviously, and stuff. But like space has definitely played a infinitely large part in me getting that iBattle connection.
Oh, well, that's good because I I tell people all the time, Spaces can be your best friend. It's produced a
Absolutely.
lot of stars. You got Rock Lee, you got Eunice,
Hmm.
JR, Appa. You have all them that have gone to do great things this past year. So I tell people all the time, don't knock Spaces battles until you try it. It is a little different from being live. It's definitely different from being live, though. Ooh, we're gonna give it a moment, give him a chance to come back. He might have got a call, possibly. Let's see. Ooh.
We good. We back. We back.
Oh, it's all good. It's
Yeah,
all good.
yeah,
I figured you might have got a call,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
might
I
be.
got my little alarm went off and stuff. I forgot to turn it off.
Oh. So, talk about your first live battle. Who
Oh my.
was it? And like, what were we feeling? What were we feeling about the first live battle?
All right. So there's two sides to how I was feeling when it came to my first battle, right? One, as far as like the performing and being in front of people aspect, I was very comfortable because I was doing poetry and stuff in high school. So I was already used to talking to people and memorizing stuff and stuff like that, and being able to like captivate as far as like getting people's attention and stuff like that. So I
Mm,
was very comfortable in that aspect, right? So I knew when I was like, okay, when I get my first live battle, I'm gonna be good in all of those things already, right? That's not something
mm,
I have to learn and eventually lead. I have that already, right?
mm,
But so I was booked on Westworld, right? Shout out Foad
mm,
Dev, shout out Westworld, against Dapper Zay. Super dope, super dope battler. I didn't know anything about him beforehand, right?
mm,
So I had to do my research and stuff, and like my first battle was 3 rounds, and I thought it was my, I said that's a lot, but like I didn't like shy away from it because I'm like I can get comfortable and it'll be good. So that was my first battle. I did that on the same card as my brother, so I was a little bit more comfortable as well because I'm not the only one rapping on this. You feel me? I got somebody with me and stuff. And that battle was really dope. I'm not gonna lie. I was mad comfortable. I went in there like showing that the difference between a space battler and a battler that's been just battling live, you feel me, isn't as far as people say.
mm,
I did pretty solid as far as my performance and stuff like that. Um, Dev always I built a relationship with him. He's really cool people and stuff like that. I didn't even know that he was from my city until he hit me up and I started looking. I was like, me and him was talking. I was like, "Wait, you from the Bay?" He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What?" Like that's crazy, right? And stuff like that. And it was just dope. And the first like experience, battling spaces and live is completely different. It's a completely different feel. You got to captivate differently. You got to project very differently. And it was really a dope feeling, but like it was a learning thing. Cause I was like, well, it's not that much of a difference. You did doing the same thing, but you just in front of somebody, right? But it's way different. And I had to learn that. Shout out Dapper Zay. He was definitely a dope first op. You feel me? He made sure like even before like when I got to the venue and he was there, me and him was chopping it up and he was like, "Oh, this is your first battle. Good luck." You feel me? Da 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 da. Get through this shit. And me and him became cool after that battle and everything. Like it was really dope and a whole like dope experience overall. And that was even me battling. That was my first time at a battle rap event in general. Was me actually live, which is crazy to me.
Just hold on. You're from the Bay, but you
Mm-hmm.
battle. Okay, so help me understand that one. You're from the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you in New York now, or do you
Nah.
like where are you at now? You're still in
I'm
the
in the
Bay.
Bay right now. I'm in San
So
Francisco.
explain that. Like, because people always ask this question: how do you go out of where you're from and a whole nother coast?
Right.
You go from the west coast to the east coast, and
Mm-hmm.
that's basically like where you like make your name at.
Right.
How come not on the west coast was where you like started?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is
Let's
it just
see.
it just happened that way, or you just didn't know anybody like far as like battle rap far as the Bay first?
Um, let's see. I can explain it like this. It's definitely a hard transition. Like I haven't been on planes and shit as much as I have until I started battling for real. So it was different. And usually I have my brother with me, you feel me? Every damn near every card I've been on that's in the Bay, he's been on it, right? So I battled Dapper Zay for my first battle. Second battle, was versus the MC on Grizz Exam. Shout out Grizz Exams. Shout out Juan. You feel me? And that's still like that's San Jose or something like that. So that's still not that far. Like it's like an
Mm-hmm.
hour or something drive. Third battle again, San Jose Grizz Exams against St. Vic. My fourth battle though, it was
Probably got a phone call.
yo. You hear me? We
Yeah.
good? Okay, but I got a call.
Yeah.
My fourth battle was all the way in New Orleans, right?
Oh wow.
For hot bars. It was a different experience because one, I didn't have my bro with me, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's it was unusual because my first three battles, he's always been in my corner, right? Another reason it was weird is because like I of my right? Like so like I'm not in familiar territory anymore. Like I can't drive and just go home if some shit goes down or anything like that. I'm all the way states and states away, right? So it was really different. I luckily I was on the car with one of my other crowd like brothers, you feel me? Shout out Bear Vaughn. He was there. Joe's he's from New Orleans, so he was there, and then some other names that I knew from the spaces were also there. Rock Lee, which was really dope, you feel me, and meet her and shit. Um and it was different because like I'm as you said, I'm going all the way somewhere completely different and unfamiliar territory. As I said, I don't know nobody out there. So if I need to leave, it's you feel me? Like it's different. But
Mm-hmm.
the league owner made it really easy for me, right? He got me a hotel, everything, you feel me? It was really dope of him. My manager made it easy. He made sure I got from point A to point B safe and point B to point A safe. You feel me? I appreciate him for that. So at the end of the day, like my main thing in my mind is I gotta come here, I gotta rap, show out, and leave. You feel me? And that's exactly what I did. And after that battle, you feel me, in New Orleans, I'm more comfortable. I'm like, okay, well, that wasn't that bad. You feel me? Like I thought it was gonna be horrible, but it's not that bad. Then after that, I get booked for my first battle versus Pennywise. Right now, I'm going even farther from. You feel me? I'm going
Bear with us. Probably got another phone call. Yeah, he probably got another phone call. So give it a moment. Give him a chance to get back on one. Because I'm definitely interested about the fact of you being from the Bay and your start basically is on the East Coast. I always want to know how that goes, how it happens.
My bad, my brother keeps calling me. It's annoying, but yeah, you feel me? Like my first battle on iBattle, you feel me, Pennywise, and I was a little bit more comfortable with doing that because I knew more people from iBattle. You feel me? So I was a
Mm-hmm.
lot more comfortable in that room. You know, I met Lex was really dope. I met Eddie I, and I've been watching him for hella long. As
He's
far as battle
fire.
rap, he's fire, and as far as battle rap and music, he's dope. I fucks with Eddie I heavy. I met him. You feel me? And I met Channel there, right? And I knew about Channel because he battled Trey, and that
Mm-hmm.
was my first time I actually seen Channel, and I was like seeing him live, it was really dope from seeing him like on the screen type shit. And that battle was really fire. And my mission mentally was the same thing: get from point A to point B, point B to point A, get out of there. You feel me? So that's been my whole mental process as far as that. But at the end of the day, you feel me? I come all every time I come straight back to the Bay. It's no different.
Okay, I just always ask it,
Mm,
because people will be like, well, why couldn't you do it where you're from? So,
right.
that's why, just curious.
I just take the opportunities as they come. Like if somebody asks me to get booked out here, I'm there. If they ask me to get booked in New Orleans, New York, Florida, I'm out. I'm outside. You feel me? Like that's how it is.
I mean, as you should. So is I battle your home league, or is that just the league that you battle on as of now?
That's the league where I'm getting the biggest push and towards. I'd say now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I battled there twice. I battled on Grizz exams twice. You feel me? And that's earlier in my career. So like, if you would want to say home league, you might say that, especially because it's towards like my city a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I might make I battle more my home league because I feel like I'm gonna be going there a lot more. You feel me? And I'm gonna be building my name, especially because of how big I battle is. I'm gonna be building my name a lot more there. You feel me? But as far as my home league per se, I don't think I have one. But like
Okay.
whatever you want to say.
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense
Yeah,
to me.
yeah,
So, Sunfall just happened this past Saturday.
hmm
You versus DJ.
right.
Was this rookie versus rookie type battle? Because that's the sense I got from like the people in the chat. It was a rookie
Yeah,
versus rookie battle.
it was. I'm gonna put it like this. It was I battle rookie versus rookie. That's for one because it's both our second I battle battles, right? Um,
Okay.
but I've had more live battles, so I'm a little bit more seasoned when it comes to that, and all of that. I've been in different states and stuff and all of that. But we're both technically still considered rookies at the end of the day. Like five battles really isn't that much when you really think about it. In the
Mm-hmm.
big scheme of battle rapping, even the battle rappers that you might not know that much, they have a lot of battles. You feel me? To be outside of the rookie era. So I think you can still consider me versus DJ a rookie versus rookie battle.
So talk about it. Talk about the battle. What you feel for us the battle?
I'm gonna talk about the beforehand and then actively, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna say this, and this is me being as humble as possible because I really fucked with DJ. This was the very first live battle that I ever thought if I don't go crazy, I'm gonna lose. That's my mental process. They fucks with DJ heavy. He has a big fan base. I think, especially as far as me seeing his first battle, I can see the potential, and I've judged him in spaces battles before, so I know his adaptability and his ability to learn from one thing and apply to the other and like quick. You feel me? So I'm thinking like, if I don't go crazy, I might get out of here. He might really spaz and go crazy, and I might get 30. That might be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my whole thought like process when it comes to writing and preparing for this battle, right? So when the battle first happened, right? Sunfall, we are the second battle on the card, right? I won the coin toss happily, right? I don't think I've lost the coin toss yet, so I was really happy about that. And my energy was super high in my first. His first was really dope, especially to me. 'Cause I'm listening to what he's saying. I'm not listening to reaction. So his first round was really dope. My mindset in my first is make it look like he's not supposed to be here. Go as crazy as possible, high energy. I was getting physical with him, bumping him stuff, but that's the bro, you feel me? So it wasn't nothing too crazy, but like me, high energy in your face type shit, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Really crazy material in the first, trying to make sure I'm setting the bar. You're not supposed to be here. You feel me? That's my thought process. So he has his first, it was dope, right? I my first was crazy. You feel me? I started off my first 30 seconds, I dropped bomb, then kept trying to be consistent as far as energy and everything, making sure like I'm not losing this first. I'm going into that second with the advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
First goes down, and in my first, everything was dope. DJ, and this is why I'm saying he's really good at adaptability. He knew this. He knew, and he adapted. He was like, "Oh, I see what y'all want now. I see." You feel me? And he turned up in his second a lot. I feel like his second was a lot more better, energy wise and performance wise than his first. Clearly, to me at least, right? I feel like he turned up in his second really crazy. I fucked with his second heavy. Um, like he turned up, he learned like every little thing that he might have made a mistake in his first, as far as, oh, maybe he wasn't performing enough, or maybe he wasn't projecting or doing zaza with the crowd. He knew what he was supposed to do, right? He spit his second, and second was dope. My second, what I was planning was just showing that I can do something a little bit different, instead of just bombing through the whole round. I wanted to do a little different. So that's why I did a little letter scheme with his name, the DJ, don't die, just to stomach all of that. You feel me? And I did that for two reasons. One, I wanted to do something different for my second, right? That's just one. And then two, it's a homage to what I did when I went to New Orleans. When I started my round, like, you want to know what I hate? Our names. You feel me? That's the second time I've done that, and it got the same reaction both times. People started laughing, like, "What?" You feel me? And then I go into a little scheme and stuff like that and punching. Um, I think my second round was definitely solid. Um, I can't call that one. I think the second round is really debatable to me. I have to rewatch it to actually call it. But both of our second rounds were insane to me, right? Then the third, bro, the third felt like I got punched in the jaw, bro. Like that. His third was hard hitting it, like it was crazy. And that's the craziest round I've stood in front of, right? Like he was wilding. He knew how to connect with the crowd and go to the camera and carry energy on and all the little rhyme schemes and pockets and stuff like that. He did everything very, very at a high level in his third. His third was amazing, right? His third might be my favorite of our battle besides my first. You feel me? It was really dope. And I went into the third when I started rapping, and I'm gassed out. Like my energy, like I was at high, then it went lower a little bit in my second, but not too much for the second to be bad. And then my third, you can noticeably tell that I'm damn near out of energy, but I'm
Yep.
fighting. You feel me? That's one thing that made sure like it closed the casket on that round to where it was automatically over, because I didn't have that much energy. Like it was lost. He already was spazzing. So for the simple fact I was so far away as far as energy in my third,
Mm.
it was crazy. Like my third was still okay. I got some reaction here and there, but overall, like you can noticeably tell I was out of energy. Like I was done, right?
Yep.
So the battle ended. Me and DJ were still cool people, you feel me? And we shook our hands, chopped it up after the battle and everything, talked about it, shook hands with everybody else that told us that we were fire and everything. That battle was super dope. And that's probably my favorite battle that I've done as far as like experiencing it. Maybe I'm not sure on cam, but as far as experiencing it and stuff, just because the energy and the vibe in the room and the people that I'm surrounded by, you feel me, and all of that was super dope. The camera, ADI's camera work is amazing. You feel me? So that definitely was my favorite. But as far as my whole battle, I think that shit was it was really dope.
Well, you pointed out all the things I pointed out when I did the recap. Because I said
Cause
the
I
same
know, I
thing.
already know.
I was like, Because I had never seen neither one of y'all battle.
Right.
And I'm watching, I'm like, oh, these niggas nice. Now, bruh, did you really say I gotta put my Crocs in sport mode though?
Yes, absolutely. I did that. All right, look, let me explain. Right. So, two reasons. One reason is because I feel like since people saw I was wearing Crocs in my first battle and they were talking about it when I battled Pennywise, same Crocs and everything, right? I knew they knew like, oh yeah, X be wearing Crocs and shit. And I was like, I could either change it up and just wear regular shoes, you feel me? Or I could just be like, I'm wearing my Crocs. I don't care what y'all say, right? So I'm like, all right, so I'm wearing my Crocs. I don't care what nobody says. People can say it's childish, corny, whatever. I'm wearing my Crocs to my battle and I'm making it a thing. But I'm like, how can I really make it a thing to where people like, oh shit, you feel me? I'm like, I gotta put the Crocs in sports mode when I do my slogan. I think me and my one of my bros was talking about it, right? And I was like, that low key sounds genius. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna get the attention, but I'm gonna do this regardless, right? So I'm like, okay, I got to do it for my slogan. So it comes the part after I do the first two, you know what I hate, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I can't, I'm not finna back away. I'm doing this right. So I'm like, you know what? Hold up, let me put my Crocs in sports mode real quick. You feel me? I look down, and Eddie I, being the genius he is, he panned the camera down to my Crocs. I was like, when I watched it on camera, I was like, that's amazing. Like that was so dope. That was a moment. I didn't
It
even
really
expect
was.
it to get that reaction. I'm like, people gonna be like, oh, you feel me? People were really cheering and laughing, like, oh shit, he put this like that was fire. Like, I love that. I think that was dope, and I might make that like a staple as far as like when I slide to iBattle and shit.
You should.
Yeah.
Should. Cause I was like, all right, let me see how this gonna go. Cause I'm like, I bet you it's a line that goes with this. I'm
All
like,
right.
and I was like, oh, okay. It, yeah, that's
It's
a
my
good move.
slogan, and then the bar right after. I wanted to make sure it was really dope and stuff. Yeah.
Good battle. Definitely a good battle. I definitely want to see who you and DJ definitely battle next.
Absolutely.
You know. Let's see. Now you are battling outside of I battle too, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna start an I battle first.
Okay.
Top five on I battle.
My personal top five.
Your
Oh my
personal top five.
let's see. I got low in no specific order, but this is definitely my top five. I got Low Supreme. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like one of the reasons I like Los is because where his mind goes when he thinks of punches and how quick he gets there. People always got on me for my setups being hella long, even though the punch is crazy, and that taken away from the punch. And
Mm-hmm.
Los is like the peak of what my ideal would be as far as this is the punch, this is how I'm getting there. He is very amazing at that. And the concept he thinks of when it comes to name flipping and everything, it's amazing, right? I got Mule Lips up there, and it was dope seeing him live at that event too. I got Mule Lips because he's just him and he's just a character. He doesn't rap like anybody else. He's super dope, high energy. You can't help but to laugh and enjoy his performance and whatever he's doing, right? Another one I would have up there, I would have to say Nakeem. Nakeem is really dope to me. One of the reasons I like him is because he has really dope bars that go over people's heads, and it'd be like sometimes it'd be like a comic book bar or a movie reference, but like I catch them, and the fact that I be catching these bars and everybody else like no reaction, but I be catching these shit, and it'll be like a bar about like he had one that was a Rorschach bar from The Watchmen, and I'm like not a lot of people know about Rorschach, so it didn't get that much reaction, but in my mind I'm like that was insane, right? I fucks with him heavy. He's another person where I really like his energy and where his mind goes when it comes to thinking of punches, right? Um, let's see, Nakeem, Los, Mulips. Let's see. I gotta have Jinx up there as well. I feel like Jinx is dope. I feel like one thing I gotta always compliment Jinx for, and this is like for damn near as long as I've known Jinx from the spaces and stuff, his IQ as far as battle rap is insane, right? He knows a lot of the right things to say. And or if I want this bar, I know exactly how to say it. Or if I know if I flip this that my opponent said, I know he's really a smart nigga when it comes to battling. You feel me? His last battle against Big Walk, outside of his third, like we all know what happened with his third and stuff. His first two were insane to me, right? Because he showed that difference between him and his opponent and how different he writes and how smart he actually is as far as battling and shit. He flipped one of them, if not my favorite part of the battle. He flipped Big Watts little TikTok John. You feel me? When he does the little TikTok thing, he flipped it and did it better than how he did in that battle. I'm like, that's dope. Like you know how hard it is to flip somebody else's slogan and do it better than them in the same battle. Like I gotta give him props for that. I have to have a five. It will be even though he hasn't been on iBattle in a minute. Rory Lorner is really dope. He's my, of course, it might be people might say it's biased because that's my crowd brother. You feel me? Like even though he's not crowd anymore. You feel me? That's my bro. I've known him damn near since I've been started battling. I always have thought that Rory Lauren was amazing, right? His
He's on
performance.
OSBL now, right?
Yeah, he's on OSBL. He battled the same day that I battled. And he had a crazy performance as well. Rory is amazing. You feel me?
Oh, he is. He is.
He's amazing.
He's definitely been one of the most talked about over there at OSBL. So salute
Absolutely.
him.
Definitely salute to Rory. That's the bro. He's dope as far as so many points like delivery. I feel like he has a really unique and dope delivery and voice. You feel me? His pacing is very dope when it comes to live battles. You feel me? His bars and shit, where his mind goes when he thinks of certain little bars and the way to like the baby powder shit was dope, and then he had the eye and the scale like a saying scale, just so much dope shit. Like to where I'd be like, damn, why didn't I think of something like that? Like he's really dope. So if I had to have a top five, it would definitely be those ones.
Top five pins for iBattle.
Pins. Pins. Let me see. How you classify pen? Is just like a high level of like intellect and writing and stuff. Like how would you classify?
Layered, complexity.
Let me see. Top five pins. XQZ is one of my. He might be number. I don't want to say it doesn't start in the order. You feel me? But XQZ might be my number one.
He's fire.
He is fire. My first battle watching of his from beginning to end was actually the most recent one on there, which is the JR one, right? Bro, the way that he's able to have this nonchalant, dope little like you feel me like style, but the way that he writes is so layered and dope and effective. I can't help but like fuck with it heavy. He's dope. I fuck with XQZ. Let me see another pen that I like over there. If you can consider Los Prima pen, because he's a puncher, but his pen is really nice when it comes to like the layering.
I'm trying his punches next too, so that could work. So we can do pen / punchers.
Yeah, pen / punchers. Yeah, so XQZ, Los. Let's see another pen. Let's see. Damn, I know. Even though this is kind of cheating, but he's been on iBattle a lot. XL is really dope. XL is dope. Even though he's not technically because he's a vet, whatever. But his pen, like on pen, this is my thing about XL, right? On paper, this man is very, very hard to beat because the way that XL writes is insane, right? Whatever people want to say about how he battles and the format, on paper, XL is insane. I really like XL heavy, right? He battled like in the spaces like earlier this year, January, and he battled against my bro, right? And even listening back to it, I'm like, a lot of this shit, like as far as the writing and his round, it's insane, right? Let me see. As far as two more, let's see. You said pan / punchers, right? I could do some. All right, I'm gonna include my boy Trey on this list. Trey EGL Trey. He's not a super big name over there, but he's been over there a couple of times. He's another person that like he's very good at punching like consistently, but the way that he layers and how like high like level IQ, and some of his punches is really insane. Like he'll have a really good mixture, and this is very important when it comes to writing. Good mixture of like complicated stuff that you might not catch on the first time, and then stuff that's like, okay, that's right in your face and stuff like that. He's really dope at that, and some of his punches are really like crazy high like IQ type shit to where I wouldn't even have thought of stuff like that. Then another one, if I had to pick a last one as far as pins, I feel like Fee. I think Fee. I don't even know how to say his name. So is it Feebo?
Feeble,
Yeah,
feeble,
I fucks with
yeah.
him because he has a lot of little like things where he'll turn an idiom or a phrase into and twist it into a punch. Like the he had like a clone. You know how clones are made or something? That makes two of us. Like that's crazy, right? The Chinese finger trap. You're gonna pull it off, but you got shit like that. It's different. Like that's really crazy to me. So I would have to have him up there as well as my favorite pins and stuff.
If you could have it your way, now I
Uh,
know I battle throws a lot of events,
that's a fact.
and say you can battle. We're in what, like the first, what, second quarter of battle
Yeah.
rap would say. So by fourth quarter, you get to battle. We'll say maybe 3 to 4 more times, as far as I battle.
Hmm.
Are there some people you're like, if I can line it up with them, I I think classic. It could be a classic.
Yeah. I think I can have some good names for that. I want to do a 2-on-2. I definitely want to do on 2-on-2. It would either be with Rory Lauren or with DJ, who I just battled, right? I feel like either one would work for me, but I would want to battle is a 2-on-2 Jinx and Big Walk. I know they're close, they're really dope homies, and they're really both dope. I would love to see like how dope they are as a team, as a 2-on-2. And they've never done a 2-on-2, so that would be dope. I've never done a 2-on-2, so you feel me? That would be dope. That's one. Let's see. Another one, I want to battle Mulips. The reason why, he is definitely in the category of people to where it's really hard to beat if you're just battling or punching just regular. That's like a lost cause, damn near. Mule Lips has a very dope like defusing type style to where it's like, yeah, you could punch your heart out, right? You could throw the craziest punches in your whole career. Then he says two or three jokes and your whole round is done, right?
That's a fact.
I want to battle him just because mentally I want to challenge myself and I know I have to do something different. I can't just be regular me and battle Mew Lips. I feel like that wouldn't work. I would have to do something different. And that would push me out of my regular comfort zone. And I really would love doing that one. It will be the 2-on-2 Mule Lips, and I want to battle Phantom. That's my crowd though right there. Phantom's dope. The reason I want to battle Phantom is because I feel like he has one of, if not the dopest deliveries over there. And he's super captivating on stage when it comes to writing and the way that what he does with his voice and how he projects and like is able to get the audience and like tune into what he's saying. It's really dope. I feel like I would love to battle him. I think it would be a classic. And me and him, since we're both crowd, you feel me? We have that mutual respect, so we know we're not gonna go easy on each other. We have to go in there like we're gonna kill each other, right? So I feel like that would be a classic for me. So I would pick, yeah, the 2-on-2, Mule Lips, and Phantom as far as my three battles.
Okay, I think those are some good choices. If you can, like, who we looking at outside of iBattle? If you can go pick any league, you can go any league. Name
Mm.
3 people that you would want to battle. You go
Ooh.
with.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have some good ones. I'm not gonna lie. My first one that comes to mind automatically, even though he's retiring this year, is Emerson Kennedy. Emerson Kennedy is amazing. I don't know, especially as of recently, I don't know who made him mad or something. He's been going crazy on a crazy run this year. I want to battle him, especially before he retires. I think he's very, very dope. That would be a very dope battle for me to have. Outside of Emerson Kennedy, let's see. I want to battle. Mm, I want to say another vet, but I'm low key on the fences. I want to. Ah, my God, this is a death wish because it's a possibility this might happen in the future too, and he might kick my ass. I want to battle Danny Myers, bro. Like, and that's like one of those ones that's always in everybody's top. Oh, I want to battle Danny, but like, I definitely want to battle him. I want to see like what it's like being in front of him battling compared to just watching him on the screen. Like, I think that would be dope. I don't know like how to get there, but I have to get there somehow, right? Let's see, Emerson, Danny. If I picked one more outside of I battle, I know who it would be. I want to battle Lou Castro. He's another one of those people where he's very entertaining and
Mm-hmm.
very hard to beat by doing just the regular thing. Like Rum Nitty beat him, but that's because that's Rum Nitty. You feel me? As far as Lou Castro being on top of his shit, like he's very entertaining. The crowd loves him. You feel me? And his bars are fire as well. His delivery to everything is super dope. I would want to battle him as far as three big names. Like he's definitely one of them ones. I've always thought he's been super dope over the years. It's even like before he got super like popular and stuff like that. I thought Lou Castro was really super dope.
I like it. Those were good choices. Yeah, those are good choices. Now, seeing that you said Luke Castro, because Ryder's been over there too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was gonna say him and Ryder versus maybe like a you and a DJ,
That would be fire.
possibly. You know,
That's fire. And that would be dope. Especially as far as a big vet look for a 2-on-2 as well. That would be dope. And I think they've done 2-on-2s with each other, if I'm not mistaken. And have they? I know the
no.
Goonies have like went around with like I know Lou Castro and Twerk did one. Jack and Ryder have done multiple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But
not
them two
sure
have
if
never
Lou and,
worked together.
I don't
But
think
that
Lou
would
and
be
Ryder
interesting.
have. That's
I
crazy.
don't think I've ever seen them two.
That's crazy. I would
But I
love to
think
see
that would be fire though.
me and DJ versus Lou Castro and Ryder would be very, very dope. I would fuck with that heavy.
Like I think that would be a good look. I don't know how like Lex would put that within a card, but I think
Right.
that could be fire though.
I believe so.
Where do you rank yourself amongst like the newer talent? Not just in our battle, but just like battle rap, just in general. Where do you rank you?
Respectfully, I'm number one until somebody proves me wrong. I feel like me and DJ had a classic. You can call that one however you want, but I'm about to like the run I'm about to go on. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be very hard to knock me off of the pedestal that I'm about to be on. So I'm gonna say I'm number one until I'm battle somebody that's also of my class, and they say they knock me off to where it's like, oh yeah, this is a step down. You feel me? Like if somebody shows me a clear difference that I'm not, then that's okay, I'll chalk it up. But until then, I'm gonna say I'm number one until somebody prove me wrong.
I like it. I like it. I mean that's how you're supposed to say it. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly how you're supposed to say it. But it's like, all right, so let me ask this.
Mm-hmm.
Besides you and DJ, who else are the rookies as far as I battle?
As far as rookies, I'm not even. I mean, the only ones I can really name is the ones that like, obviously, like me, DJ, Chano, Trey, Pennywise.
Is Exotica, is he
He's
new?
kind. He's kind of new. He's kind of new.
Okay.
He's a couple months in. You feel me? He's had a couple battles over there. He battled Phantom, Big Chief. He just battled on the same one, but he didn't battle his original opponent. But he's had a couple battles to where he's more of
Salute
a known.
the Mellow 1-5 for stepping up to do that battle.
5 days prep. What are we talking? 5. I couldn't do 5 days prep. I'm not even gonna lie. Mellow and like outside of the performance issue because he was getting the material back. The shit that he was saying was crazy. For him to think all of that in 5 days prep is really wild to me.
It
Shout out
is.
to him most definitely.
It
But I
is.
can't even name that many as far as me and DJ's class. I would have to ask because I don't know how people gauge where and when you stop being called a rookie over there. So somebody
Mm-hmm.
would have to tell me, and then I'll be able to gauge that.
Because from like my now I don't know who these people were in the chat. It
Uh,
was, I think somebody said you, DJ, Chano,
mm,
Exotica.
mm,
I think it was Liddy Rock and Violet X. Those are like the
Lady Rock.
newer ones.
Mm,
Those are like the newer people.
okay, yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
if
I'm like,
Lady
if
Rock is
that's your rookies, that's fire
that's
though.
fire. I didn't know Lady Rock. If that's the group of that's crazy. That was my first time even seeing. I didn't know who Lady Rock was. Right. That was my first
Mm-hmm.
time seeing him, and I think I saw Violet X or maybe heard of him maybe one time
Mm-hmm.
before that, and they're both very dope to me. You feel me? Besides the the watch incident with Violet when he did the gun butt motion, hey, that was hilarious. But they let it rock, and they literally wrapped around the watch on the floor. That was hilarious. But that was my first time really seeing both of them live. They are dope. Like
Mm-hmm.
especially Lady Rock. I never even heard of him before. He's crazy, and his energy is really dope too. I'm not gonna lie. He's one of them ones.
But if that's y'all rookie group, that's a solid group.
That's a solid group, most definitely.
That's a solid group.
Mm-hmm.
That is. What's the plan for this year? Like you've done this card. Like
Mm-hmm.
what's the goals for like the next couple of months? What's the goals?
I got a good mixture of goals. So I have some unfinished business at Grizz exams. I think I got to attend to because my last opt I was supposed to have before DJ even he had some I think some work issues or something where he couldn't do it. You feel me? And I'm kind of mad about that because like I did all of that writing and memorizing. You feel me? And then it didn't happen. So I definitely got to finish that. And then as far as let's see other stuff, I want to make sure I stabilize some of the stuff with my league as far as crowd. I feel like we need some little stuff as far as more videos dropping, some more cards, a little bit more crowd, not pun intended, but crowd and fan interaction and stuff, just to make sure that if I'm good, I want my league to be good as well. And I feel like I can play a big part in that. And since I'm not currently writing right now, it's
Mm,
my chance to, at least for a little bit, be able to stabilize some stuff. Then I definitely want to slide back to iBattle, especially after I'm drafted, because I think the draft is going to be sometime this week. Lex was saying.
I think if I saw the interaction between him and Tariq, I think it's Thursday.
See, okay, yeah, that's dope. So
So
I
I
want
said
to
I
definitely
said,
have.
oh, I need to tune in.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know who I'm getting booked with. I don't even want to say who I hope I want to get
Sky
booked with.
League, Water League.
I would. I'm a a. Hey, I'm not saying that. I'm gonna just let it happen. You feel me? But I definitely can't wait until it's my first card after I'm drafted. That's going to be fire, especially because once you're drafted, you have a whole new group of people behind you now. You feel me? Because now that if you're Sky League, then if you're battling, you got Sky League, not only your people that you know personally, you got Sky League to back you as well. So that's a whole different type of energy. You feel me? I can't wait, especially because I've done like most of the live battles that I've done, it's been like with a smaller group of like entourage behind me, you feel me? Either just my brother or my brother and my manager and all, you feel me? Like, so getting like that type of like support and stuff, I think that's gonna be super dope. I want to definitely do that.
Now you mentioned the crowd. Who's part of the crowd?
Man, crowd is huge. We've upgraded and went down in numbers like over like time. You feel me? It's like someone might leave, somebody might come, does that in the third. But as far as now, we have a big group of people. So if I can start naming people off the top of my head, it's me, Eugene, Big Chief Smash, Phantom, Twice. Let's see. No Fusion, no Bear. Let's see. Mm, Damn, I'm trying to think of who else I can name off the top of my head. Cause it sounds crazy because I only named 5 people, and I know we have more. I'm just blowing a blank right now. Let's see, Enzima, Scratch. Scratch is so dope to me. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think.
Are they all battlers?
Yeah.
Is somebody
Uh,
not a battler that's a part of it?
Everyone there has I'm named has either battled live or in the spaces. Me, Phantom, Chief, are the Snip Drago. How did I forget Snip? Snip Drago as well. Super dope. But all of us have either battled live or in the spaces, like predominantly. And plan to go live, eventually once any stuff settled and stuff like that. But it's a good amount of. I'm drawing a blank right now, but like it's a good amount of us.
It's all good.
Yeah. My
Do
manager,
you have,
if you want to count my manager, shout out Bueno. He's definitely dope.
since you mentioned your manager,
Hmm.
has having a manager made the transition in battle rap easier as far as like they take care of the business, all I gotta do is just write, memorize, and perform?
Absolutely. I feel like there's all right. I'm gonna put it like this. So a battler that can do all of those things doesn't mean it's technically easier for him, right? I feel
Mm.
like when you have a manager, there's a lot of even small things that become a lot easier for you, even if it's telling you to do something to bounce an idea. The one of the reasons I fuck with Bueno heavy, you feel me, is because he makes sure I'm on top of my shit as far as writing, obviously, because that's a big thing. He brings me ideas as far as merch. He brings me ideas as far as what I need to do to promote myself, as far as either when I'm in the building or online. You feel me? Any of that. He helps me when it comes to financial shit as far as flying and shit like that, or hotels, anything like that I would need. You feel me? It's super dope. Um, he's just overall a big help. He does as I said, the middleman when it comes to talking to the league owner and talking to me about it, and he knows how to explain it to me to where I understand it a lot more as well, because me and him have that rapport with each other. So he will literally like, oh, I got this opportunity for you, feel me? And it's on this league. He tells me all the stuff I need to know and everything like that. Super dope. I feel like having a manager is super beneficial to you, and it's a great idea. And me and him, we're a GBE, which is Good Business Entertainment, and that's the logo. If you saw on my hoodie, the one I was on my back, good bit, yeah, that one. You feel me? And we have a very solid team as well. It's him, the manager, obviously, me, Twice, Big Chief, Bear Von, Fusion, Big J. The coin. Big J is a part of GBE as well. And I think with Phantom as well, and one other person I might be forgetting. And it's really dope. Like having that, like having crowd is dope, and then having something a little bit smaller and a little bit more focused is dope as well. And yeah, Bueno, he's amazing at his job and what he does.
Okay. I always ask, some people say having a manager just it all the business aspect, you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
You just I write, I memorize, I
Yeah.
go execute. What is the hardest part for you? Is it to write? Is it to memorize? Like which one's harder?
As far as like battling live and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it so solid. When I battle, and this goes for like a lot of battlers sometimes would agree, it just affects everybody differently. I mentally black out certain shit, right? Like I'll be like, oh yeah, when I battle, I want to make sure I talk to the camera when I get reaction or do anything like that or do. And sometimes like I forget certain stuff, right? Like for instance, so my Pennywise battle, right? I had a kimono with me because kimono was supposed to be my thing. I have one that's a custom one, like up there on the door, or whatever. Then I had another one that I brought to New York with me, was just a regular dope kimono to go. It was a whole little thing, right? I didn't wear it for some weird reason. I didn't go to my bro. He was holding it right next to me to grab it. Like I was literally, my mind was somewhere else, right? That's one thing. Pacing is very hard for me as well. I feel like pacing is one of the, if not the most important things when it comes to battling. Pacing can either make or break a bar, no matter how many lines it is, no matter how complicated it is. Pacing can either make or break a bar. And that's always been a thing that I've gradually had to get better at. It's never something I've been able to, one day is bad and one day is good. No, I have to gradually get better with pacing because it's like, it's different. Like like being able to know when to slow down right here and then when to speed up right here and when to do this with your voice. That's so it's a whole thing and it's so different and hard to get like control of to where to where you're completely comfortable to where from beginning to end it's just immaculate. It's very difficult to do, right? That's one thing. Another thing is me. I don't know why, but I slur my words sometimes. I don't know if it's just the way that I write, like whatever words I use or whatever, you feel me, but I slur. So I'll be saying a bar, and even if I'm saying it like paced very well, I'm slurring it a little bit, and that's something I got to get used to. Because if I'm slurring, how you gonna hear the bar or hear the setup or anything, right? And I feel like it was dope in the DJ battle for the most part, but it definitely was an issue like a little bit later on, to where it's like, what is he saying? A little bit, you feel me? And that definitely
Mm-hmm.
can play a part around this stuff. As far as that, I think that's the main thing. Memorization, I'm pretty good. I feel like I've been pretty solid with memorization, but that just goes back to the high school poetry stuff, to where no one likes you just sitting like in front of them, and it's a crowd of hella people, and you're just looking down on a piece of paper. You feel me?
Oh
So you
yeah.
gotta at least like learn to memorize a little bit, so you can look down, look up. You feel me? So as time went on, when it came to battling, that just became a skill that I was very comfortable with. I think I'm good with performing and moving around on the stage and stuff. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with projecting, but I definitely feel like pacing is very important, and then remembering the little things is very important as well.
Okay. Well, see, I'm glad you've noticed these things because some people, they just battle, they battle, they
Yeah.
battle, and they don't notice these things until it's too late. So it's
Hmm.
good that you're acknowledging these things now.
Hmm.
Well, that's good. Um, if people want to book you or get in contact with you, how do they get in contact with you?
They would hit up my manager. I feel like you can hit up me, but like I feel like usually it's better to go through him first, and he keeps a lot track more of my schedule and future things that he might not have told me yet. You feel me? So he keeps track of all that. So it's good to hit up him. You can just follow me on my Instagram, or not my Instagram, or you can, or my Twitter, X_THA_GOD. You can go in my bio, you see his ad, you feel me, and you can contact him for whatever booking and whether it's promotion. I do video editing. If you want some video editing stuff, you feel me, you can hit him up about that, and he'll come to me. Any of that, you feel me, as well. And that's just how you can get in contact with me.
Okay, solid. Hopefully, next time we talk will be again. You either got an announcement or after another battle.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
salute, keep doing what you're doing. The
Mm.
eyes are definitely on you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I like that. I like that feeling for real.
You should. You're
Mm.
doing the right thing. You,
I
you
appreciate it.
know, it's just the beginning. Keep up what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you tune in tomorrow. I got DJ tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. That's the bro. I
Real
saw it. I was
salute.
like, oh, he got an interview too. I'm tuning into that
Yep.
most.
And I'm gonna hit you up again. So we can talk about a few things.
Absolutely.
So
And we
I
can keep in contact.
appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you, most def. This is my first little battle rap interview that I've done. You feel me? I'm just doing it like chilling in my room and stuff. But most definitely,
I'm gonna tag some people when I drop this. There's some other people that do interviews. Get with them. Trust
absolutely,
me, the interviews will help you get yourself out there more.
absolutely.
All right, have a good day.
All right, you too.